there, it's Kevin with Gathering Magic. Comment match number 2 with Shamans. Playing on a budget yesterday, play first. I think this is an acceptable hand. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. We have, the only thing that would make this better would be a Burning-Tree Emissary on turn 2. But we can just go Stomping Grounds into play tapped. And then we have the Bosk Banneret. Yeah, I still think it'd be the best play on turn number 2. And then we have a turn 3 Visionary and Wolf-Skull Shaman. So again, if we can draw into that Burning-Tree Emissary, this hand gets very explosive. I think this hand's pretty resilient to a first turn Thoughtseize. Lightning Bolt is going to be our card that we don't want our opponent to be playing. Path Exile is okay too, because Path Exile will ramp us from the Bosk Banneret, but if he doesn't take care of the Bosk Banneret, again, the turn 3 will at least have a Visionary and a Shaman, and a Wolf-Skull Shaman. So it's Eldrazi. The Ruinblasters will be perfect here. Expedition map. Relics can be a bit of a pain for our deck to deal with, because we do utilize our graveyard slightly with the Eternal Witness. But we're gonna have a nice aggressive deck, and one of the problems with Eldrazi is that a lot of times they can be really susceptible to aggro. And there's the Relic. He does not have the greatest draw. In fact, a Burning-Tree Shaman here is nice, because then if he tries to activate any of his... I might actually go Burning-Tree Shaman over. I'm going to get another... No, I don't need to get another red source because we have no point to it at the moment. It's when we board in some cards. So we'll just get a regular forest here. And yeah, maybe I do get a Stomping Grounds. I don't think we are in any jeopardy of life here. So it's just going to be the Wolf-Skull... I could go double Wolf-Skull Shamans. Wow. Huh. Or the Burning-Tree Shaman, though, makes it so he takes a damage for Expedition Map and a Relic. I think it's just Wolf-Skull Shaman and Elvish Visionary. This could be a very explosive draw. Maybe I should have done the Visionary first, just to see what we drew. And we have Rage Former regardless if he takes care of a Banneret next turn, so... And there's Rootbound Crag. That's fine, because we can cast both of them. So again, he can kill next turn if he does have the Wasteland Strangler in his hand. He can exile with the Relic of Progenitus and kill like a Skull Shaman. But it might not be enough to save him. We have... very decent board state. See if he wants to get greedy too with Expedition Map. He's still... Now he can't crack an Expedition. Go for the throw on the Wolf-Skull, and... which I think is actually weaker. I think you'd want to take a Banneret at this point. I don't know. Maybe not. But he's going to be missing that go for the throw. Well, no, because Rage Forger is still an activated, triggered ability on the attack. So, yes, we'd like to see if it's a Collected Company. That's fine. Maybe we just use Collected Company over the Rage Forger, because Rage Forger will do an additional 6 damage here. I think we go for Collected Company on maybe main phase it here. No, let's provide the aggression. So there's a Burning-Tree Shaman. Now he cracks. Oh, and he didn't use a Relic. He's going to have to take a damage now. And then Rage Forger. Then we have the Collected Company. And he'll take a damage from the Burning Tree. And we'll get in here for a lot. and take our opponent down to the 8. Now he needs a board wipe here, like a Languish. Languish won't work, or Damnation. He'll need another black source for that. If he activates an Expedition map, he takes a life. This is most likely game. Even if he had a Blight Herder, it'd still most likely be game. All right, so going to the sideboard, he's going to bring in a lot of hate for aggro. I'm not quite sure that we need Reclamation Sages. It can take care of Expedition maps. I don't know what else. They use relics, and I think I do want Leaf-Crowned Elder, though, in this one. We don't need the Lightning Bolts necessarily, or the Ancient Grudges. So I do want the Goblin Ruinblaster there. They tend to be very good against this deck. The cards we don't need, I don't know if I need to tutor up the Flamekin Harbinger. I don't know. This is just... I love the Burning-Tree Shaman, but that seems a little weak. Same with the Wild Beastmaster, even though that provides us a lot of aggro. But I think the Ruinblaster is key to taking care of his... So Leaf-Crowned Elder I probably don't need. I just like to bring these in versus control because it can actually block a Blight Herder, and it can get you back in that card advantage race. So the Ruinblaster is do we care about the Ruinblaster? Maybe this the Flamekin Harbinger will have to be cut. Or we'll actually cut the Eternal Witnesses, I think is the right play. Because I don't think I'll have a graveyard. So I like the Eternal Witnesses finding something from the graveyard back, like a Collected Company, but in this case, I don't foresee that happening. So we'll submit this. We definitely keep this hand. This is an incredible hand. It is susceptible to a first turn Thoughtseize because he will take the... Okay, no first turn Thoughtseize, but still even second turn Thoughtseize. We'll go Cinder Glade, and we have the Burning-Tree Emissary into the Wolf-Skull Shaman or the Bosk Banneret. It's going to be the Bosk Banneret, I believe. Now he's a Thoughtseize, though. Nope, just a Relic. Not too worried about a Relic. We also have almost the mana for Collected Company, so we literally have no dead draws. That was a great draw there, too. This will provide some aggression. And we'll pass turn. So Thoughtseize will take Collected Company. He might just take Collected Company here. Maybe Goblin Ruinblaster? Yeah, he takes Ruinblaster. You got to take Ruinblaster. Woo, that was the wrong play, because we're going to take out the Temple. Okay, now we can't actually take out the Temple. So now he's fine. But we will go ahead and Burning-Tree Shaman. Now he's got... Oh, he did not use the Relic first again. So it's going to cost him a life to use it now. So now he's going to cycle the Relic. Cost him a life. Oh, the Strangler can't kill... It goes for the throw again. But taking out all of these cards might not... Like, he had to use a Doomblade, a Thoughtseize, and a Go for the Throat to try to disrupt my hand and my board state. But I still feel very far ahead here. So we'll Stomping Ground. And his Eldrazi Temple is dead. And we still get 2 damage. I love this card. Avalanche Rider might just do the same, but this guy's a Shaman, and you don't have to pay the Echo cost. So he's down to 11. We've killed an Eldrazi Temple. He gets a Ghost Quarter. It can cast a Wasteland Strangler still. It's just going to be a Relic. And here, I think we main phase a Collected Company. Yeah, we main phase a Collected Company just in case we had a Rage. Two Burning-Tree Emissaries, I think, or Burning-Tree Shamans are the right play. We go an Elvish Visionary Burning-Tree. Now that works. Now to activate that, Relic will cost him 2 life. Activate the Ghost Quarter to destroy a land will cost him some life. Has another go for the throat, but again, he's just playing backup at this point. Playing catch up at this point. So he's down to a 7. Wasteland Strangler can kill a Ruinblaster or a Burning-Tree Emissary and give him some. Harbinger will be great. We'll cast it after we attack in here. I mean, this is lethal right here unless he does something. He's got to have like another go for the throat. All right, that takes a damage. And he didn't find what he needed. All right, so just the aggression from the Shamans wins the game. We'll go on to another match. I like this versus Eldrazi. Unfortunately, I think Eldrazi is going to get so much love with Oath of the Gatewatch. You can build it a ton of different ways to make the deck. I mean, I would think a black-red aggro Eldrazi deck is going to be phenomenal with Oath. So it'll be interesting with the Pro Tour to see how the deck evolves, how many people actually run it. There's Thought Knot Seer, which is so disruptive, and the 5/5 Haster, even the 2/1 when it enters the battlefield. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a permanent 3 or less, put it on the battlefield, otherwise in your hand. When it dies anyway. All those cards are phenomenal. Anyway, let's go on to another game. This is Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again and hope to see you soon.